Hi everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Damilola, and today we are continuing from where we stopped. We are going to be looking at why children have big emotions. Why children have big emotions. That's what we're going to be looking at. And I'll be glad to let you know that some of these keywords that may sound as repetitive to you are used intentionally. Why? Because they are the foundation of what we're talking about. And it's on top of these key, ideas and words that we build every other thing that has to do with these children in this regard. So if you are also joining us for the very first time, you're not late, you're most welcome. Congratulations for joining us, because I can tell you that you are going to learn a lot. You're going to discover some things that you can't even imagine. They're simple, but you will discover them. And if you want to get a deeper understanding of what we do, you can please go back and look at our videos, the videos that we have done. We're doing these videos in series. So the first set, it's about 6 of them, and we're going into the second set. And so you are not missing out anything. It's still a journey. We're still far ahead. We have a long way to go. So come along with us. Thank you for joining us once again. So let's begin like this today. We like to tell stories. We like to make it real. Those things that you see on a daily basis. So let's start with something you're familiar with. Your child is told no. Your own child. It could also be anybody's child. So if you're a caregiver in school, you're telling a child no. And suddenly, it feels like everything, has fallen apart. For that child, not you. And the screaming begins. Ah! Loud, as in loud screams coming out because you just said no to whatever. Maybe the child is asking to go and play and you said no, or the child wants a particular type of meal in the house and you said no. That's what is bringing about all of this. So adults now, you know the way we are. You're wondering, what's all this now? Which kind loud shout is this? Just because I said no. Is that why you are doing this? Is that why you are? And then the child continues, even throwing himself on the floor and rolling, and some can be so bad. They carry things and just, throw them around. You're familiar with this now, isn't it? Good. So for us as adults, we just see this as overreacting. It's too much. It's too much now. But for them, again, it's not too much. It's not too much for these children. They are not overreacting. They are overwhelmed. They are overwhelmed. You can say this is Oyinbo. That's the way it comes across to them. Or pardon me for those who don't know what this is Oyinbo means. This means they are just speaking English. For the child, the one that she knows is what they are reacting to. Now, young children, we must understand, have big emotions, and they do have them for a reason. There is a reason why these emotions are coming up. And this is one of the reasons. Their brain, is just developing. It's still developing. 0 to 5. That's the most fastest period when these brains develop. And each area is developing to function, the way God has designed it. So at this time, the part of, their brain that helps them to stay calm, it has not finished developing. It's still there. That's why you see them. The one that has finished is the one that they will shout, they will scream, they will yell to show that there's something going on. So they can't stay calm. They can't think clearly. They cannot control their reactions, and because this part of that brain that takes care of these things is not yet fully developed. That is why. So when they feel something, they feel it fully, quickly, and intensely. That's the way it comes to them. That's why you see them react back to back like that. So when you are talking and you're thinking you're correcting them, it doesn't make any sense to them. Those things will come quickly, fully, and intensely. Bas like that. That's the way it is. So they are not just acting out. They are, on the contrary, they are telling you that they're reacting as their brain is developing. That's just the way it is. The second thing, that makes them have these big emotions we're talking about is because the world they live in is small. The world is small. I would explain. In a young child's world, we have three things. Their world is made up of what they see now, what they feel in the moment, and the immediate need that they want. Those needs that is making them react that way. That's their world, though. That's all they need. They don't have the ability to think ahead and say, maybe, okay, mommy says no, I can't play now, I'll play later. They don't know what play later is. At this stage, they don't know. Okay, they don't know how to put things in perspectives. They don't know. They have no idea. They say this issue, this is just an issue, it's a small problem. They don't know. They also do not know how to compare experiences. We can say, it's not a big deal now. It's not a big deal. You hear some adults will say, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. These children don't know all these languages that you are talking about. They have no idea. They don't understand it. You understand? They don't understand it. So I'm talking in this manner because we can relate to this. And honestly, in the real, reality of things, this is how it happens. This is how we talk about it. This is how we react to it. And that's why I'm trying to, present it in a way that you're familiar with. But the long and short of this whole talk is that it does not come across to these children the way it's coming across to you. And this is why you see them have these big emotions. It is called big emotions, I will repeat again, because they do not have a name for it. They don't know what to call it. They don't know how to describe it. So they can only act it out. And when they act it out, please, we have learned not to say they are misbehaving. They are not misbehaving. So what is happening now, right? What is happening now, feels like everything to them. Everything. Until they have it, it is everything. That's why they are persistent in their crying. But for us, something that is small for us is very big for them. So I'll give you some examples. Sometimes it feels, the little things like a toy being taken away from a child can make a child, have big emotions. When you stop a child that is enjoying his play or her play, they're playing together, and all of a sudden you just come and maybe it's time to go home from wherever it is you are, and you say, children, stop playing, let's go home. That stop playing that you say is big emotion. It will come just like that, and that for them is not something they can handle, and that is why they are reacting. So the emotion at that time is, please let us continue with our play. Don't tell us to stop playing. Another one is no. I just spoke to you about you saying no. A child who knows that, gotten used to the routine, maybe breakfast, and it's like on a Saturday, it is Saturday morning is bean cake. In this part of the world, Nigeria, is bean cake and maybe pap, you understand, or something to go with it in that line. And this child loves this. And for whatever reason, this thing is, finished and nobody knew on time, and you had to change the menu for that morning, Saturday morning, when the child is already dreaming about eating the bean cake, what we call akara in this part of the world, and pap. And then suddenly he comes to the dining table and finds, maybe rice or cereal, and he just starts to cry. It's a big emotion for that child when he says it's the bean cake and pap he wants, and you say no, you can't have that this morning. And again, the way and manner even you say it, the child is wondering what has changed, without being able to express himself or herself. because you didn't tell the child ahead of time that you won't have bean cake and pap this morning. The menu is going to change because we ran out of beans or something like that. There was no prior notice. The child came as always, and then you are telling the child, no, you can't have it. And you are saying it in a manner that is even aggravating the emotion. These are those kind of things that will make any child have big emotions. And so we should, look out for all of this and know how to manage. To us, they may seem, their reaction to all of this may seem too much, but in the real sense of it, it is not too much at all. It is not too much at all. It is just something they feel and they are reacting to. We must be able to note that. So whenever we see a child crying, shouting, or melting down, what we really should do is not to react to them in that same way. We should understand the reason why they feel, that way, and we should be able to walk our way into handling it properly. And what do we do at this point? You come close to them and not just stop them, that thing you call behavior, but support in helping them go through that period. How do you go through? You draw them closely, like we said, and walk them through. Ask those questions. Those questions will lead you to, the right solution as to help you know what exactly is wrong with them and teach them how to know that this is what is wrong with them and also what they can do to get over that big emotion. Understand? That is what we should do. So they need adults around them at that time, and those adults, when they come, they should come to calm them down. And while they are doing that, they should mind the kind of questions they ask them. So don't come and say, for example, stop crying. Why are you behaving like this? So don't ask them such questions. I can see, this is really upsetting you. You can turn these things around. You know your children. You know your child. You know those children in your class. You know how to talk to each and every one of them, that, they get to connect almost immediately and then help you to get to what you're driving at. I'm here with you. Present yourself. Let them know that your presence is not just for play's sake. It is for them. You're there for them, to help them, because they need you at that particular time. And you can encourage them always to feel comfortable coming to you, so you walk through this together. Remember, it also helps bonding. It encourages them and makes them believe in you. Trust is well built in this case. So if they have strange people around, they will rather run to you. You understand? Your child will rather run to you. And if you're a class teacher or a caregiver in a school environment, your children will rather run to you than run to any other person, that they are really not familiar and not sure how they will react to them. They're familiar with the fact that you will accommodate them, you will be all ears for them, you will calm them down, they can trust what you will do. They are secured, they feel secured. That is why they will come to you. And when all of these are done, what you have done simply is build strength into their emotions. You have built emotional strength. That's what you have done in every child that you have succeeded in doing, carrying out this simple assignment or procedure or process, as the case may be. That's just what you have done. And this is what we are encouraging ourselves. I'm encouraging myself to keep doing this. And I'm encouraging you that please do this, not just with your child. If you're anywhere and all you see is a child going through, any of these big emotions, please find a way to help that child. They always would need us, and let us make ourselves available. And so it's reflection time now. I'd always like that you reflect over whatever it is we are discussing. So I would go this way. Sometimes we look at a child's reaction and think it's too much. You resonate with this, right? Good. But instead of asking, was that too much? When that child reacts and you're asking, was what you said or what you asked that child or whatever it is, was it too much? If you say no to a child, you are saying indirectly, is that the reason why you're acting this way? This action is too much now, that kind of a thing. It is important for us to know how to ask our questions, because whatever we ask is going to land somewhere. So you should be bothered about how does it land in the mind of this child that you are talking to. Is the way you're asking the question, is it too much? Yes, if it is too much, that child's reaction too will come in a big way. You can't stop it. It will come in a big way. So the feeling of the child should be paramount to you. How the child feels when you do whatever you do, in the name of helping them, should be the most important thing to you. So because when it feels big, like I said, to the child, what to say, that child's reaction will come big too. That is it. So our call to action is that this week, just you look out for any child. Just be deliberate about it, as in you're even looking out for. Is there any child, maybe your child, aside your child, another child that would react in such ways that we have talked about? What will be your reaction? Ask yourself, how do I react? Remind yourself that you need to take a pause and always know that that child is not overreacting. He is just overwhelmed. And responding to them in a calm way would lead them into calming down. But when you come across to them as controlling them, commanding them, instructing them, do this, without feeling what they're feeling, putting yourself in their shoes, you're not likely to get any results. It will become very difficult for that child. So would rather, I believe you agree with me, that would rather come in a calm way and respond calmly rather than in a controlling manner, such that these children would learn to calm and eventually begin to know how to manage their emotions. So we have come to the end of today's video, and again I want to request that you please like, subscribe and share with your friends and encourage them to come join us, and keep watching this and practicing. Try this daily. This thing stares at your faces on a daily basis. You too stare back at their faces by doing what we have learned. Thank you very much. Bye. See you in my next video.